Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Today we will make this beautiful blanket shawl. It is made out of 6 squares. There are several ways you can wear it. You can drape it, or you can put it over your shoulder. Here it is draped a little lower. You can add buttons. This is how it looks from the back. It measures about 45 inches across and is about 63 inches long. I'm using Mandala Sparkle yarn from Lion brand. I start by making a magic ring. I wrap the yarn around my pointer counterclockwise and around my thumb clockwise. Then I put my hook in through the loop, going up, pull the yarn through. And now I can hold the ring with my fingers, make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and now I can let the ring go and pull it a little tight. Then make 11 more double crochet into the ring. 1, 2, 3. So all together with the chain we have 12 double crochet. Now you can pull your ring tight. And I make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain to finish round 1 and start round 2. Chain 2, and onto the same stitch make a double crochet. And now we will double crochet 2 together, chain 2, and into the next stitch double crochet 2 together. Make the double crochet into the next stitch, but don't finish it. Leave 2 loops on the hook and into the same stitch make another double crochet, then pull through all 3 loops, chain 2, and repeat. Make an unfinished double crochet into the next stitch, leave 2 loops on the hook and another one into the same stitch, leave 3 loops on the hook, pull through all 3 and chain 2, and repeat that until you have 12 double crochet, all double crochet together, and chain 2 in between. At the end of round 2 I made 2 chains, and now I slip stitch into the double crochet and a slip stitch into the chain space and start round 3. Chain 3 and make 2 more double crochet into the chain space. Then go to the next chain space and double crochet 3 into that chain space. And then repeat. Make 3 double crochet into every chain space. I've made 10 groups with 3 double crochet, and now I make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 4. Chain 3 for the first double crochet, and into the same stitch make another double crochet. Move to the next stitch, make a double crochet, and into that same stitch also make another double crochet. Now we have 4. Chain 2, skip the next stitch and then make 4 double crochet again. 2 into the first stitch and 2 into the second. Chain 2, skip the next stitch and then make 4 double crochet again. 2 in the first stitch and 2 in the second. Then chain 2 again, skip the next stitch and make 4 doubles again, 2 in each stitch. At the end of the round, make a slip stitch into the third chain and into the next double crochet and start round 5. Next to the second double crochet between the second and the third double, make a single crochet. Then skip to the chain space and make 6 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Between the second and the third double, make a single crochet, skip to the next chain space and repeat. Make 6 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then make a single between the second and the third double and repeat, making 6 double crochets into each chain space with a single crochet between the second and the third double crochet. I've made 12 fans, and now I will slip stitch into the single crochet between the second and the third double. Make a slip stitch into the single crochet and a slip stitch into the next stitch. That's our first double crochet, and start round 6. In round 6 we will make 4 back post single crochet around the second, the third, the fourth, and the 5th double crochet. Go between the first and the second double from the back to the front, and then again from the front to the back around the second double, and make a single crochet. Then go to the third double from the back to the front, from the front to the back, and make a single crochet. Then we have to make 2 more back post single crochet around the next double and around the 5th double one more time. Now we have 4 back post single crochet, chain 4, and then repeat on the next shell stitch between the first and the second. So around the second double crochet, make the back post single crochet, and then 3 more times around the next one, around the next one, and 1 more time the 4th time. Chain 4, skip the first double and make 4 back post single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 4, and then repeat. Skip the first one and the last one, make 4 back post singles with a chain of 4 in between. I finished the round with a chain of 4, and now I will slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made around the second double crochet. Slip stitch and start round 7. Make 3 chains, 1, 2, and 3, and then make 3 more double crochets into the next 3 back post single crochet. So into the second one make the double, into the third one make the double, and into the 4th one make a double. Now we have 4 double crochets over every back post single, and into the chain space make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Then we make 4 doubles again into each single crochet. 1, 2, 3 and the 4th one, and 3 double crochet into the chain space, 1, 2 and 3. Then make 4 double crochet into the 4 back post singles again, and 3 double crochets into the chain space. So every section has 7 double crochet, 4 in the singles and 3 in the chain space. At the end of round 7, make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 8. In round 8 we will make V-stitches, chain 3 for the double, then 2 more for the chain space. Into the same stitch, make another double crochet. Then skip 2 stitches. The next one is real close, so make sure you go into the 1, 2, 3 into the 4th double and start your next V-stitch. Make a double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet into the same stitch. Skip 2 stitches and make another V-stitch, a double, 2 chains and a double into the same stitch. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2 and make another V-stitch, a double, 2 chains and a double into the same stitch. In this way make 28 V-stitches, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet and then skip 2. I made 28 V-stitches and now I have 2 more spaces left to skip, and I will make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 9. We will make another round of V-stitches, chain 3 for the double and 2 more for the chain space. Then go between the 2 V-stitches and make a double crochet. That's our first V-stitch. Then go between the next 2 V-stitches. Here's the V, here's the second V. In between that, make another V-stitch, double crochet, 2 chain and 2 chains and another double crochet into the same space. Then skip to the next V-stitch. So in between the next 2 V-stitches, here's the one, here's the second one, make another V-stitch, double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet into the same space. Then go in between the next 2 V-stitches and repeat, double crochet, 2 chains and a double crochet in the same space. So where we have the V-stitches, now in between those spaces are our new V-stitches. I've made 28 of these V-stitches again, and I make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 10. Make a slip stitch into the chain space, chain 3, 1, 2, 3 and make 3 more doubles into the chain space, 1, 2, 3, chain 1, move to the next chain space and make 4 double crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 1, move to the next chain space and repeat 4 doubles, 2, 3 and 4 and so on. Make a chain and then 4 doubles into the chain spaces. Finish round 10 with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 11. I'm going a little bit back and making a single crochet into the chain space chain 4, single crochet into the next chain space, skip the 4 doubles, chain 4, skip the 4 doubles and single crochet into the next chain space, chain 4 and single crochet into the chain spaces. I made 4 chains and now I make a slip stitch into my single crochet and a slip stitch into the first chain space and start round 12. Make 3 chains for the double crochet, another double crochet into the same chain space, chain 2 and 2 more doubles into the same chain space. Go to the next chain space of 4 and repeat 2 doubles, 2 chains and 2 doubles into the same chain space. And repeat that all the way around. Make a slip stitch into the 3rd chain and start round 13. And go back a little bit again and make a single crochet into the space. Chain 2, make a single into the chain space, chain 2, make a single in between the 4 doubles, chain 2, make a single into the chain space, chain 2, and so on. Go into the next space in between the 4 doubles, and then continue this all the way around. 2 chains and a single into all the spaces. Finish round 13 with 2 chains and a slip stitch into the single crochet and a slip stitch into the next chain space. I created altogether 56 chain spaces and start round 14. Now we will mark our corners. We made 28 of these double V-stitches with the 2 chain spaces on top. I put my first marker into the first and the second chain space, so both of these chain spaces will be a corner. Then I count the double V's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and into the 7th I put the marker into both chain spaces. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the 7th again put the 2 markers in the 2 chain spaces. Then I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the 7th put the marker into the 2 chain spaces again. And then on the other side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the marker is already there. We're in the beginning again. We have our corners, and in between the corners 12 chain spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We will start with the corner and we use 2 chain spaces for the corner, 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles. Chain 4 for the first treble and then make 2 more, yarn over twice into the same chain space. 1 and 2. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, 3 trebles into the next chain space. 1, 2, and 3. Into the first and second space we will make 3 doubles and again 3 doubles. Move to the next chain space. That's the first chain space. 1, 2, 3 doubles, and into the next chain space also 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain space 3 and 4 will get 3 half doubles and 3 half doubles. Move to the next chain space, make 3 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, and then the next chain space, the fourth one, also 3 half doubles, 1, 2, 3, chain space 5, 6, 7 and 8, get 2 singles 4 times, 1 single, 2, move to the next space and make 2 singles, that's the second time. The third time make 2 singles into the next chain space, and the fourth time make 2 singles in the next chain space. And now we will repeat this pattern on the other side. Chain space 9 and 10, get 3 half doubles each. One, 2, 3, move to the next chain space, that's chain space number 10, and make 3 half doubles, 1, 2, and 3. And at least 2 more chain spaces until we reach our corner. In the last 2 chain spaces we do the same thing that we did in 1 and 2. 11 and 12, 3 doubles and 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and 3 doubles to finish out the side of the square. And then we're at our corner again, where we'll repeat the same thing. 3 trebles, 3 chains and 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3 trebles, 3 chains, 3 trebles into the next chain space. So our corner is always 2 chain spaces. And then we start again at the first chain space, make 3 doubles, then again 3 doubles, then 3 half doubles, 3 half doubles, then 4 times, 2 singles, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2 groups of 3 half doubles in chain space 9 and 10, 3 half doubles, 3 half doubles, and in chain space 11 and 12, the 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then your next corner, 3 trebles, 3 chains, and 3 trebles, and repeat that 3 more times. I'm finishing round 14 with a slip stitch into the 4th chain and start round 15. Round 15 is basically exactly the same thing here with a little change to the corner. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will make trebles into all the trebles. So 2 more trebles into the previous ones, 1 and 2. And a little change in our corner, we make 2 trebles, 5 chains and 2 trebles into the corner. 1, 2 trebles into the corner, 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then 2 more trebles into the same corner space. 1 and 2. And now we will repeat all the stitches that we made in the previous round. We made 3 trebles. Let's make 3 trebles. 1, 2 trebles, and 3 trebles where we made previously trebles. And now we will repeat where we made doubles. We make doubles. We made 6 doubles, 3 into each chain space. Now we will make 6 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and again 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we made 6 half doubles And now we will make 6 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, and again 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we made 8 singles, 2 in each space. Now we will make 8 singles where we made the previous one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we made the 6 half doubles again, and we make 6 half doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves the 6 doubles we made. Make 6 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in the previous round we made 3 trebles, so we make 3 trebles again. 1, 2, 3, and our new corner. 2 doubles, 2 trebles, 5 chains, and 2 trebles. 1, 2 trebles, 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 more trebles into the same corner space. 1 and 2, and then we will repeat again. We made 3 trebles, so make 3 trebles, and then repeat this pattern again that we made in the previous round. Make it now, and then when you get to your 3 trebles, make the 3 trebles again, and the new corner, the 2 trebles, 5 chains, and 2 trebles. I finish round 15 with a slip stitch into the 4th chain and start round 16. We will make all double crochets in this round, and I make a little different double crochet so we don't see the chain anymore. I pull a long loop, I hold it with my thumb, and I make a yarn over, holding it down with my thumb, so I have the yarn over and the loop. Then I go into the 4th chain again, pull the yarn through, then I pull through that loop and that yarn over, and then I can let go. I have 2 loops on the hook, and I pull through 2 loops, and now that looks like a double crochet. And now I make double crochets into every stitch all the way to the corner. And into the corner we will repeat from here on out 2 doubles, 5 chains, and 2 doubles into that corner. And then continue making double crochet all the way to the next corner. Every stitch gets a double crochet. And when you get to the corner, repeat 2 doubles, 5 chains, and 2 doubles into that corner. From corner to corner I made 46 double crochet into every stitch, 46. Now I will slip stitch into my double crochet and start round 17. In round 17 we will make this pattern 2 rounds. This looks like a little bit of a window. And I will make the elongated double crochet again with a long loop. Wrap around, go into the stitch, pull through the stitch and the yarn over and through the 2 stitches. Then make 4 more. Make 3 more doubles, so altogether we will have 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches, make a double crochet in the last double crochet before the corner. Make 2 doubles into the corner. 1, 2, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then make 2 more double crochet into the corner. 1 and 2, and make a double crochet in the first double crochet. Chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches and make 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 2, skip 2 and repeat, make 5 double crochet. Then skip 2 stitches again, make 2 chains and repeat 5 double crochet until you get to the corner. At the corner I have 1, 2, 3 stitches left. I chain 2, skip 2 and make my double crochet into the last double, and then I repeat the corner again. Make 2 doubles into the corner, 5 chains, 2 doubles, and then the 3rd double into the first of the previous round. Then skip 2, chain 2, and continue with the groups of 5 doubles, chain 2, skip 2, 5 doubles, and repeat that until the end of the round. I finished my last block of 5 double crochet. I chain 2, skip 2 stitches, and make a double crochet into the next stitch. Now I have a block of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well. Then I will slip stitch into my double crochet and start round 18. And I will make the long loop again to make the double crochet. Pull through the loop and the yarn over and the 2 loops. And now I will make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, skip over the chain space, make 3 doubles, and then in the corner 2 doubles. Now we have 5 here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, 2 more doubles into the chain space, and now we will make 3 doubles, so we have 5 on this side as well. 2 chains, and then start your 5 double crochet again. Then when you get to the next corner, make the 3 doubles over the previous 3, then 2 in the corner, 5 chains and 2 in the corner, and then finish your group of 5 with the 1, 2, 3 doubles. Chain 2, skip over the chain and start your group of 5 double crochets. I finish round 18 with 2 chains and then a double crochet into the previous double crochet. Skip the chain space here, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doubles, and I make a slip stitch into the previous double crochet and start round 19. Round 19 and 20 will be all double crochet. I pull a long loop again and hold my yarn and make the same double crochet as in the previous rounds. And now I will make double crochet into every stitch. When you get to the chain space, make 2 double crochet into the chain space. Then when you get to the corner, 2 doubles, 5 chains and 2 doubles, and then continue along. Make the 2 doubles in the chain spaces and doubles into every double, and then repeat that one more time. So 1 round of doubles and the second round of doubles, and the chain space, the corner, the same way. 2 doubles, 5 chains and 2 doubles. And that's round 19 and 20. We finished our first square with 20 rounds. Now make 5 more, just like the first one, so all together we have 6 squares. And now that we have our 6 squares, we will crochet them together and add some borders. Face your 6 squares all wrong side up. And now we will make our first seam. It starts right here between those 2 squares, goes to the middle, and then we will keep going and join those 2 squares. So right here we will have a join of 4 squares. And then we will end up on the left side. My squares are facing the wrong side up, and now I place them together so the right side are inside here and here. Then I put my hook through the 3rd chain, but only the top loop, and the 3rd chain on the back piece, but only the top loop, and I pull my yarn through and make a chain. Then I go into the back loop of the first piece of the next stitch and the back loop on the second piece and make a single crochet, pull through the 2 loops and then again through 2. And then the next stitch, only the top loop and single crochet. And I do the same thing for the doubles, only the top loop. So when you turn it, here's your V-stitch, and I grab the top loop, and then here you can see it clearly, and I make the single crochet. And when you turn it over to the right side, this is how it looks. And I use a different color yarn, so it's easier to see on video. When I get to the middle, I make all my stitches until I reach the 3rd chain. So my last stitch is into the 3rd chain again. And then I grab the loop on the back piece and make a single crochet. And here my other 2 pieces, wrong side up, and I put them together again, so the right side is facing inside. Here's inside the right side, and here's the right side inside. Then I go through the 3rd chain, top loop of the first piece, and the 3rd chain on the second piece, and pull everything tight. Then pull through and make a single crochet, and now you continue with those 2 pieces, top loop in the next piece, top loop in the second piece, and all the top loops just the same way we did on the other side. And at the end of the seam, I make my last stitch also into the 3rd chain. On both pieces, make a single crochet, and then I pull my yarn through one more time to secure. This is how it looks on the wrong side, and then this is the seam on the right side. The second seam we will make starting in the middle, and going all the way down, and that's the middle of our back. Here's the space for our head, and now we will make the seam down this way, and I will turn my work a little bit and start making the seam down this way. We came across and made the stitches into the third chain, so that leaves us 2 more chains on each corner. So I go into the second chain, top loop again, and on this piece as well, second chain, and pull my yarn through and make a chain. And then we repeat the same thing. We go to the next chain, top loop only, and then in the back piece the same thing, top loop only, and make a single crochet, and then again into the doubles, top loop only, this is how the seam looks on the right side. And when you get to the end of the seam, I finish it the same way as we did on the sides. I made my last stitch in the third chain, and I pull my yarn through one more time. Now please make 2 more seams, and this will be the front of our shawl. Connect the 5th square and start in the third chain, going from the right to the left. And then on the other side, connect your last square right here and start again on the third chain, going from the right to the left. Now I turn my shawl right side up again, and I will make a trim with single crochet around the whole shawl. I start in the corner in the front, work my way to the other corner, up the side, then in the back, down the other side, and then on this side the front, and then on the inside up and around the space right here, down on the other side, and finish again in the front in the corner. I'm at the front inside corner, everything is right side up. I'm pulling my yarn through and I'm making a chain and 2 more single crochets into the corner space. 1 and 2, and now I make single crochets into every stitch. Start with the doubles and make single crochets until you get to the corner. When you get to the corner, make 2 single crochet into the corner, 3 chains and 2 single crochet. And then continue making single crochet all the way around. All our seams and all our corners are worked the same way. The seam, make 2 single crochet into the first space, and then try to grab 2 or more pieces of yarn where the seam is, and make a single crochet, and then make 2 more single crochet into the next chain space, and all seams are the same way, and then continue making single crochets all across. I'm at the part where my 4 squares meet, where we made the T-stitch. I'm going into the corner space and make a single crochet. Then I'm going right around the seam that I made and make a double crochet. Then I skip to the next chain space and make a single crochet, and then I keep on making single crochets into every stitch. Finish this row with 2 single crochets into the corner of the left front and 3 chains, and a slip stitch into the very first single crochet. Now we will make 2 Solomon's knots. Pull the yarn long and hold with your thumb. Pull through the loop, then pull again through the left piece of the yarn, then pull through 2 loops and make the second knot the same way. Pull long, pull through the loop, pull through the left side of the yarn, and then through 2 loops. Now we skip 5, counting the slip stitch that we made through the first single crochet. Here's the first single crochet we made in the chain space, here's the second one, and then I count 1, 2, 3 more stitches, and into the 6th stitch I make a single crochet. Then make 2 Solomon's knots. Pull long, pull through the left side, through 2 loops, pull long, pull through to the left side and through 2 loops, then skip 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the 6th one, make a single crochet and repeat the 2 Solomon's knots. Skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and make a single crochet and repeat that until you reach the corner. 2 Solomon's knots, skip 5 and a single crochet. I reached my corner. Make a single crochet into the last single crochet before the corner space. Make 2 Solomons, and a single crochet into the chain space. Then 2 more Solomons, 1 and 2, and a single crochet into the chain space. 2 more Solomons, and now we can move on. Make the single crochet into the single crochet next to the chain space. 2 Solomons, and now we can skip 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a single crochet and then continue with the 2 Solomons, skip 5 and a single crochet, and our corner looks like this. Now we basically made 1, 2, 3 groups of Solomons into that corner. Then at the seam, just work your way right across there. Skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, and into the 6th one make the single crochet and continue until you get to the next seam and go right over that seam too with 5 skips, 2 Solomons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a single crochet into the 6th stitch all the way to the next corner. In the second corner, skip 7 and not 5. We have 2 extra stitches because of the 2 seams. Then make the single crochet into the last single crochet before the chain space. Make the Solomon knot, and the second one. Go into the chain space and make a single crochet and 2 more Solomons. 1 and 2. Go into the same chain space again and make a single crochet and 2 more Solomons. 1 and 2. Then go to the first single crochet and make a single crochet and continue the pattern. 2 Solomon knots. Skip 5 and a single crochet. And repeat that pattern. In the next corner, We have one seam here going along the back, so I have one extra stitch here. So now we have to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and make a single crochet into the last single crochet before the chain space. Then repeat the corner, 2 Solomons, single crochet into the corner, 2 Solomons, single crochet into the corner, 2 Solomons, and then continue with the pattern. Make a single crochet into the first single crochet next to the chain space, and then 2 Solomons, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make a single crochet, 2 Solomons, skip 5 and a single crochet. I reached my second to last corner. Here's my long side with the 2 seams, and I make my 2 Solomons. And now with the 2 seams we have 2 extra stitches, so we're skipping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into the 8th, make the single crochet, then 2 Solomons, single crochet into the chain space, 2 Solomons, single crochet into the chain space, 2 Solomons, and then single crochet into the single right next to the chain space and continue. Make 2 Solomons, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and make a single crochet into the 6th single crochet until you reach the last corner. This is the front of my shawl. We started here, worked all the way around, and now we will work our way back. Skip your last 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go directly into the corner. Now are we starting our new row with 3 Solomon's knots to bring up the yarn. 1, 2, and 3. Then turn your work, and this is our last pair of Solomons we made. Go in between those 2 and make a single crochet. Then make 2 Solomon's knots again, 1 and 2, then go in between the next 2 and make a single crochet. Make 2 Solomon's knots, and go in between the next 2 Solomon's knots right here, the ones that kind of hang in the air, and make your single crochet, and repeat that until you get to the corner. At the corner I made my 2 Solomons, and now I will continue the pattern the same way. We go into the first pair, also into the top, and make a single crochet, then 2 Solomons, then go into the second pair, also into the top again. Between the first and the second Solomon, make the single crochet and 2 Solomons. And then the third pair, go between the second and the first knot and make the single crochet and 2 Solomon's knots. We basically always go between the 2 previous Solomon's knots, make the single crochet and then 2 more Solomons, and then you can move on to the next pair. Now this is easy to see right in there, in between the first and the second one. Continue the pattern again, then 2 Solomons and go to the next pair, and then repeat in all the corners go in between the 2 Solomons, make the single crochet, 2 Solomons, and go in between those 2 previous Solomons, make the single crochet, 2 Solomons. At the end of the row, I make my last single crochet between the last 2 Solomons and start my new row with 3 Solomon knots, 2 to bring up the yarn, and the third one. Then turn your work, and between the last 2 Solomon knots of the previous row, make the single crochet, then 2 Solomons, and then go between the next 2 Solomons and make the single crochet, and repeat that all the way around. At the end of row 3, I made 2 Solomons, and here are the 3 I made in the previous row, row 2. I will go into the first one, so it's the first, the second, and the third. Go between the first and the second one and make 3 more Solomons. 1, 2, and 3, and then we turn our work and go between the last 2 that we made and start our new row. Make the single crochet between the last 2 Solomons and then make 2 more Solomons. Go between the next 2 and repeat the pattern. So at the end of each row, go between the first and the second of the 3 Solomons knots and make 3 more to start the new row. If you decide to make more rows, sooner or later the corner will get too tight and we have to make an increase on the corner. Here are the first 3 Solomons I made. Here's the one in the middle, then the next 2 and the next 2, and right here's the middle of the corner, and in this stitch here I will make my increase. I made 2 Solomons knots, and now I will go right in here, make a single crochet, two Solomons, and a single crochet into the same stitch, 2 Solomons, and a single crochet into the same stitch, 2 Solomons, and now I continue with my pattern. Go to the next pair of Solomons and in between make the single crochet. Make the 2 Solomons, and the single crochet. And now we have an increase here. So next time when you go back around, you go into that group here, then on top of these 2, then on top of these 2, and then between those 2. Now you can make as many rows as you want and increase in every 4th row. In the last row, we will add a 5 chain picot in between the Solomons knots. Finish your second to last round. Make your single crochet between the first and the second Solomons of the 3. Then make a Solomon and another Solomon. 5 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A single crochet into the Solomon. Another Solomon, the third one. Then turn your work and go between the first and the second of the previous round and make the single crochet and a Solomon. 5 chains and a single crochet and a Solomon. Go between the next 2, make the single crochet, the Solomon, 5 chains, a single crochet in the same Solomon knot, and the second Solomon, and then repeat this pattern all the way around. And now our beautiful shawl is finished. I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.